this spring? I mean, what do you think's been working, and do you think that that's a product of what you've been working on this offseason?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing so far is being in the zone. Obviously, throughout my career, the biggest trouble I've got into was when I give up free passes and walk guys, or don't typically have a tendency of hitting guys, but it's still free ones. So being in the zone and competing, making all the pitches competitive is a big drive this offseason to improve on, and well, so far it's shown.
So you got some punch outs early. That's a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's another part of competing, and just all pitches being competitive. As far as you get ahead and you waste one or two, now you're back in the hitter's count, and it makes it tough.
How different is this spring been compared to last one? I mean, last one you're just coming back from injury. This one, I mean, do you feel 100% health?
Yeah, health-wise, everything's good. Last year was kind of the same. It was just a little bit different coming off of injury through the one inning in 23 in September. And then the offseason was a little different just because the whole year before that was rehab. So it's a little bit different this year. I was able to have a normal offseason and come in feeling good.
Do you think that the full volume of work last year allowed you to kind of come in feeling fresh too, allowed you to attack the offseason strong?
Yeah, it definitely gave me a good peace of mind going into the offseason, knowing I didn't throw a ton, but I did have a full year healthy the entire year. No stints on the IL. I threw 50-ish innings last year, so a full year's workload, but having that going into the offseason, knowing that I can still handle that was a good thing.
What kind of made an opportunity here in Pittsburgh intriguing for you?
I mean, when I was non-tendered, they were ones to reach out to me. So obviously in this game, anybody that wants you is where you want to be.
They've brought in yourself, Nick Meza, Ferguson, a bunch of veteran relievers who have postseason experience. How much do you feel like that's part of the value that you bring as having won one?
It's huge. I mean, I've got one. I think, like you said, Meza, Ferguson, Santana's been there several times. But having guys in the pen and just on the team in general that know what the atmosphere on the team is with that makes a big difference.
The velo's already kind of sitting where it was in the regular season last year. Do you feel like it can kind of build up a little higher to where it was pre-surgery?
Yeah, I mean, so far this feels good. It's been one of the better starting points in the past few years, even going back to, we'll say maybe even back to 22 when I was throwing harder. Early in spring, that kind of 93, 94 was where I was at, and then this is kind of how I felt then, and I'm hoping as spring continues, that continues to ramp up a little bit.
I know the goal right now is to make the team. Do you see a potential role for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, you got to compete, and I've got to continue to do what I do now. Three good outings doesn't make a team. So it's a full spring of competing and making pitches and controlling what I can.